game 9-6. Up next for the Huskies will be this Saturday against Navy at Pratt & Whitney Stadium. It will be a noon Eastern Time start and will be on CBS Sports Network. Coach, thanks so much for joining us on the call this morning. If you would take a minute to tie up the trip to Missouri and tell us what you expect to see as you begin conference play Saturday against Navy, please.
We're proud of our effort and proud of the way the players played, and we need to do a better job executing, better job communicating and teaching, so that execution can be a bit higher. In a tight game like that, there's really no margin for error, and we didn't play as clean as we need to get the win. So it's a learning lesson. It's a loss that hurts. There's no feeling of victory there. There's no consolation prize. We prepared hard and went down there expecting to win. And when you don't, it hurts. And we can see a lot of teaching moments to move the group forward of plays that can get corrected and need to get corrected. And then I'll give you an opportunity to win games like that, tight games, close games, 4-quarter fights. So that's it moving forward.
Maybe a word or two about Navy, Coach, if you would.
Great team. Special team. Best Navy team I've seen. Been playing Navy for a while now, and this is the best Navy team in all three phases that I've seen to date.
We'll take questions for Coach Diaco. Please star 1 on your telephone to join the queue. Then the operator will introduce you.
And we'll go to Dan Tortora with Dan Tortora Broadcast Media.
Hi, Coach. How are you doing today?
Good.
Like you just talked about in the opener there, didn't come up with a win against Missouri, but a big defensive game for you. Just to speak on your defense, and I know you're always talking about building to the next step and improving constantly. What are some of those defensive improvements that you can at least take away from that loss?
Oh my gosh, there are a few mental errors, and doing a better job communicating the defense and repping it during the week. One in particular was called in a critical down, and had it been executed properly, not that they wouldn't have scored, but it would have been much harder. It would have been very interesting on 4th down. And there's a few more plays like that. There's still, it's not a perfect effort game, and there's no reason why it shouldn't be, as it relates to the choice to give all that you have within you. That should happen on every down. So when that doesn't happen, it's really inexcusable. So there's instances of that too. So there's so much to clean up.
When you look forward here and saying that there's a lot to clean up, when you look at the offensive side of it for you and, what Brian's done at quarterback, what are some of the things that you feel like he's doing well leadership-wise on and off the field, in practice and in game? What are some of those key elements that you can see out of him, even through a game, obviously, offensively, that was difficult?
Yeah, I think that, he takes accountability. He's not an excuse maker. He doesn't play the blame game. He's a very hard worker. So he's back at it, back in the saddle, resolute to getting the plays that he got wrong right. And he's no different than anyone else that got plays wrong. It was collective team. Their collective team wins, their collective team losses. The quarterback, when the team wins, they get too much credit. When the team loses, they get too much scrutiny. So, everybody is just loving, our brother Bryant. So, he's a great leader.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
And we'll go next to Shannon Green with the Orlando Sentinel.
Hey, Coach. When we were in Rhode Island, we had actually chatted about that triple option that Navy runs, and you had a really great response about it. Just curious to know, with your background as a defensive coordinator, are these the kind of moments you get excited about as far as, having a great opportunity to really sort of dig in and break down that?
I really don't. I don't like it. It's an awesome offense. I don't like defending it. It's a shock to the central nervous system of the program. it's a total disruption into the eye progression and teaching progression for the defensive players from this offense, as opposed to the other offenses that we're going to see. It is of major impact on the lower leg extremities for the defensive players. It's a very violent blocking style for the players. So it's very disruptive into the schedule. Yeah, no, I don't enjoy playing them. No, triple option offenses. I'm saying.
I appreciate the honesty. Thanks, Coach.
And we'll go next to Matt Shonvinsky with Yukon Country.
Hey, Bob.
Hi.
You touched on Brian a little bit earlier. Just talk about that last drive. He directed the offense down into scoring range. Does that give you additional confidence in the offense and what they're going to be capable of moving forward?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm so confident in them. It's just a matter of time before they get everything rolling on all cylinders. And right now they show moments of it and some inconsistencies, and are going to take another step, having dealt with the adversity of noise and being on the road, an opponent's stadium and a loud stadium, and the mechanics of that being an issue. So there was a great amount of learning lessons, and I'm very enthusiastic and optimistic about future yardage and production and points.
All right, and then moving on to Navy, Keenan Reynolds is a big problem at quarterback. What are the challenges that you see he's going to pose towards your defense?
Yeah, I mean, he's an awesome player. And the biggest problem right now is Swain train, and is it Ezel or Ezel? I want to be sure I'm paying him respect, Quinton, and the work that he does. Both those players, you got to start there. They're an issue. They're awesome. They are two of the better or best fullbacks that I've seen in a while. I think Tisch was a great Navy fullback, but these guys are bigger, and they're even more physically imposing. So the combination of those two fullbacks and Keenan, it's pretty profound beginning of the first two options of their triple option.
All right, thank you.
And do we have any other questions for Coach Diaco, please? Coach, well, thank you for your time this morning. Look forward to talking to you again next Monday.
Thank you. Have a good one.